Today we are going to see a wonderful Prarthana Geetam, a Kirtanam graced by our beloved Guru Maharaj, addressed to our Radharani. And the nature of this prayer is very beautiful. Generally people remember Devi or Bhagavan and pray for something. But here the prayer itself is a smaranam. The prayer itself is a prayer for a constant remembrance of our Swamini, which is Srimati Radharani. And this is a wonderful prayer, and this is a prayer which is typically the music of the realized souls. Right? And that's why this song is set to a wonderful ragam called Hamsa Nadam. Hamsas are people who are realized souls. Nadam, we all know, is the music. So if you want to know what to pray for, hark and listen carefully to the music of the realized ones, Hamsa Nadam, and we would know what to pray for, right? And this is a lovely song set to the ragam Hamsa Nadam by our beloved Guru Maharaj, and the prayer is beautiful. Tavas Maranam Dehi Shri Radhe, Sada Tavas Maranam Dehi Shri Radhe.
तव स्मरणं देहि श्रीराधे, तव स्मरणं देहि श्रीराधे, सदा तव स्मरणं देहि श्रीराधे, सदा तव स्मरणं देहि श्रीराधे.
Constantly give me the remembrance. And whom are we asking that? We are asking our Swamini herself to give us her remembrance, Smaranam. And the uniqueness of this wonderful Kirtanam is, it shows the actual Sopanam. Sopanam means step-by-step progression. How a devotee progresses from the first step of just remembering Radharani to getting Krishna Kainkaryam. And from Krishna Kainkaryam we get Krishna Bhakti, and from Krishna Bhakti we get what is called as Prema Rasam, and Prema Rasam will give us the wonderful state of Prema Anubhavam, which is our final goal of human life. So all starts with something very simple, which is Tavas Maranam Dehi Shri Radhe, not every now and then, Sada. Jakrat Swapna Sushuptishu, while I am awake, while I am sleeping, even while I am dreaming. Tavas Maranam Dehi Shri Radhe.
Tavas Maranam Vina Krishna Kainkaryam Durlabam, Tavas Maranam Vina Krishna Kainkaryam Durlabam, Krishna Kainkaryam Vina Krishna Bhakti Durlabha, Krishna Kainkaryam Vina Krishna Bhakti Durlabha, Tava Smaranam Dehi Shri Radhe, Sada Tava Smaranam Dehi Shri Radhe.
Our Swamiji in the subsequent charanams is showing the power of our Sri Radharani Smaranam. What will Sri Radharani Smaranam take us to? Our Sri Anna says, Tvam Mata Sarvalokanam Tvameva Paramagatihi Tavai Vasti Vashe Krishnaha Prema Bhiksham Prayachame. In Radha Stotram, our Sri Anna says that our Radharani is the mother for all the three worlds. And since she is the mother, for a child, mother is the final refuge. Mother is the first refuge, mother is the final refuge. And the reason why we take refuge unto the Divine Mother is because Tava Eva Asti Vase Krishnaha. Our Bhagavan Sri Krishna is completely under the Vasham of our Radharani. And so if we do the Smarana of Radharani, and somehow if Radharani is pleased with us, then what follows is Krishna Kainkaryam. She opens the doors of Krishna Kainkaryam. That's why even in Brajabhumi, they have a very nice song in a folksy tune where they say, Radhe Radhe Jape Chale Aayenge Bihari, Aayenge Bihari Chale Aayenge Bihari, Radhe Radhe. Many people ask us, why are you not saying Radhe Krishna? Why are you saying only Radhe Radhe? And we already answered that. The moment we say Radhe Radhe, automatically Krishna is behind us, it seems. That is the power of Radharani's Nama, that is the power of Radharani's Smarana, and hence our Swamiji says, if somehow we pray to Radharani to give her Smaranam, then what follows is Tava Smaranam Vina Krishna Kainkaryam Durlabham. He says, double negative, as they say in English grammar, makes a perfect positive. So if you want to be absolutely sure about this leads to that, how do you actually express that is, if not this, certainly not that. And so without Radharani's Smarana, Krishna Kainkaryam is very durlabham. It is impossible. Which means without Radharani's Smarana, we have no other option if we aspire for Krishna Kainkaryam. So our Swamiji says, Tava Smaranam Vina Krishna Kainkaryam Durlabham. And so if we aspire for Krishna Kainkaryam, serving Bhagavan Sri Krishna, when we want to go and pray to Krishna for his Kainkaryam, we are actually doing the prayer to the feet of Radharani. Damodara tava dasyam dehi. We are asking Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Damodara tava dasyam dehi. Even though we are asking Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the one who needs to sanction that Kainkaryam is Radharani. That's why our Swamiji says, Tava Smaranam Vina Krishna Kainkaryam Durlabham. What is Krishna Kainkaryam? Serving Bhagavan in some way or the other. Why do we need to do Krishna Kainkaryam? Somehow get connected with Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Even if we are an electrician trying to fit an electrical outlet in our Madhurapuri ashramam, that's Krishna Kainkaryam. That's how our journey towards Krishna Charana and towards Krishna Prema and towards even Brahmanubhavam starts by somehow getting that sambandham, connection with Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and the easiest way to get that connection is by Krishna Kainkaryam. And how do we actually get the Krishna Kainkaryam? Srimati Radha Devi Smaranam. And our Swamiji is teaching us, how do we get Radharani Smaranam? Don't sit down and try to do Radharani Smaranam. Pray. Tava Smaranam Dehi Radhe, Shri Radhe Sadha. And our Swamiji uses the word Shri Radhe here, because Radhe has all the Shri. And the important Shri for us is the Kainkarya Shri. And the next important Shri for us is the Krishna Bhakti Shri. And the third important Shri for us is the Prema Rasa Shri. And final Shri is the highest Shri, which is Premanubhava Shri. All the four Shris are with our Radharani. Already Radharani is Shri only. And so that's why she is called Shri Ji in Vrindavan. And he adds another Shri to Radharani because it hints that I am going to ask for a Shri from you. And which Shri do I want? Start with Krishna Kainkarya Shri. And the Krishna Kainkarya Shri would lead me to Krishna Bhakti Shri. And that's why in the first Charana, Swamiji concludes by saying, Krishna Kainkaryam Vina Krishna Bhakti Durlabha.
Krishna Bhaktim Vina Krishna Prema Rasam Durlabho. Krishna Bhaktim Vina Krishna Prema Rasam Durlabho. Prema Rasam Vina Premanubhavam Durlabho. Prema Rasam Vina Premanubhavam Durlabho. Tava Smaranam Dehi Shri Radhe Sada Tava Smaranam Dehi Shri Radhe. Premanubhavam eva Brahmanubhavam
start Bhagavatam, our Vyasa Bhagavan himself is extolling mostly people who are Rasikaha, Bhuvi Bhavukaha to come and relish Krishna Katha. Rasika means people who enjoy Krishna Rasam. That relish which they enjoy is typically passive. I am just a spectator and I enjoy a Krishna Rasa. Then I say, hey, this is Veera Rasa, this is Sringara Rasa, this is a wonderful Rasa which shows Bhagavan's Karunyam, etc. Then Avarasas. But yet I am not indulging in the Rasa, I am only experiencing the Rasa as an audience, as a spectator. That's Rasika. That itself is a big sthana. And that sthana comes only from Krishna Bhakti, which means we have to keep listening to our Swamiji's Bhagavatam again and again. We have to do Hare Rama Maha Mantra for, days together, months together. At some point of time, our Radha Rani will open her eyes and, Yeredattu Paramma says, our Swamiji, she will look at us. And then slowly we will start enjoying the rasa. We have seen this. We have seen this with our own satsang. Where a person comes inside totally uninitiated. That person comes to do some kainkarya. Maybe it can be a small kainkarya which is a physical work. Or that person comes to do some little bit of a kainkarya related to even cleaning the place. Or, getting some things, buying some things for our ashram, etc. Then, like Rasakan, they get a chance to sit down and listen to our Swamiji's Bhagavatam. And then they first start looking at the story, they get interested in the story, and as this person gets involved in satsang, that person becomes a rasika, which means the person starts enjoying Krishna rasa in the Shravanam, Kirtanam and Smaranam. And that's what our Swamiji must have implied. What Madhura Geetam says only our Swamiji's heart knows. He can only as children try to guess Yataditam Yatamatihi. In that he says Krishna Bhaktim Vina Krishna Prema Rasam Durlabam. Until we persist in chanting the Maha Mantra, listening to Katha, doing a little bit of Smarana, doing a little bit of service, either to Namadwar, etc., we cannot experience Krishna Prema Rasam, Rasikaha. But then the step above Rasika means if you are truly blessed by Radharani, Bhuvi Bhavukaha, which means no longer are we relishing it as a third person. We start experiencing that Leela and the Bhava, Bhavuka. So there are Panchavida Bhavam, isn't it? There is Shanta Bhavam, and then you have what is called as Sakya Bhavam, Vatsalya Bhavam, and then Dasya Bhavam, and finally Shringara Bhavam. Shringara Bhavam is for Avatara Purushas. For our normal people, Dasya Bhavam is the best Bhavam. Somehow when we say Dasya Bhavam, we actually start experiencing Krishna Rasam personally. And when I say experiencing, it means what we enjoy in our mind starts reflecting in our body. That's what we call it as emotion, isn't it? That emotion means the thoughts which create a motion in the body is called emotion. And that's what is called Bhava Lakshana. Even to us, by Guru Kripa and Radharani's Kripa, which are not different, we saw in a different Madhura Geetam, we start experiencing moments where the heart starts melting. We start experiencing moments where our tears also can, our eyes can get moist. And we experience rare cases where horripilation, choking, etc. And that is what is called Premanubhavam. And the starting level of Premanubhavam is every now and then, maybe once in a year, we get this little spark. And then over time, it becomes constant. It becomes like our second nature. Why? It is our real nature. And that's why our Swamiji says, Prema Rasam Vina Premanubhavam Durlabam. Anubhavam means the tears of joy in our eyes, Vad Gadgadayagira, and our choking of the throat, horripilation, etc. All the Bhava Lakshanas is the Prema Anubhavam. When the Prema Anubhavam grows over time, our Swamiji says, this is the highest philosophy of our Premika Sampradaya as we follow it in GOD, Premanubhavame Brahmanubhavam. You don't have to look any further for the highest purpose of life, which is Brahmanubhavam. That Premanubhavam itself becomes the Brahmanubhavam. And our Swamiji says the pramana for this is Taittiriya Shrute Aviprayam Etad Eva. Our Swamiji is using the pramana of Taittiriya Upanishad to say our Brahmanubhavam and Premanubhavam are no different. We don't have to move away from bhakti to get a jnana, etc. Bhakti, when it ripens, gives us that jnana, which is the Brahmanubhava. It is not separate from bhakti. Like a ladder step, we don't have to leave bhakti to go there. In fact, the reverse is possible, where people who got jnana from Vedanta Shravana move towards bhakti like Shukamuni. For bhaktas who are in the Prema Rasam and Premanubhavam, Brahmanubhavam is just the other side of that coin. And the Taitropanishad, it is said, that which is the final truth, Tasya Priyameva Chiraha, and Modo Dakshina Pakshaha, Pramoda Uttara Pakshaha, Ananda Atma Brahma Pucham Pratishta. This is a wonderful mantra which shows that the final Paramatma, the final Bhagavan, the final divinity, which has the Adharam of Brahma, no doubt. It is the Brahman. Brahman means that which is the Swarupam, is the Adharam. But then what is this wonderful deity made of? Tasya Priyameva Chiraha. His head is made of Priyam. Priyam means love, which is Prema. And Prema leads us to Moda, Pramoda and Anandam. And the reason being, Prema is the actual result of thinking about the object which we need to attain. Priyam comes when we think about an object which we need to attain, which we love. Modam comes when we have cast our eyes on that object. And Pramodam comes when we actually experience that object. And all this is rooted in what is called as Ananda, which is the Hridayam. And remember, this Anandamayam actually has base as Brahmam, Brahma Pucham. So Priyam is not different from Brahmam, na? A tail cannot be different from the head, isn't it? So the whole Upanishad uses the imagery of body because that's what we know, na? Because it's a Tittari Upanishad and Taittiriya Upanishad, it uses two wings as the actual examples. So it says Pramoda is the right wing and Moda is the right wing, Pramoda is the left wing. And the heart is Ananda, head is Prema. And what is the base? What is it standing on? Brahmam. And so head is no different from the base. And hence our Swamiji very simply, it's the biggest debated mantra in Upanishads. And there he very beautifully says, Taitiriya Shrute Abhiprayam Etad Eva. He has clearly said this is the final conclusion of Taittiriya Upanishad. That when we progress in Bhakti by Radharani's Kripa, she will take us to the highest experience of Brahmanubhavam. We don't have to look any further. And all this starts with the smallest thing, a small prayer which we are doing right now, bowing down to the Mother of the Universe, folding our hands and asking her, Tavas Maranam Dehi, Shri Radhe. And the moment she looks at us, add a little more. Like that's how you ask the mother, na? Can you give me a sweet? And the mother says immediately, yes. Can you make it halwa? You ask, na? Likewise, he is asking the mother, he is teaching us how to ask her. Tavas Maranam Dehi, and Radharani says, yes, Sada. Abdi or extra. And our Radharani being the mother, most affectionate and most kripalu, will bless us that, and then slowly it will take us up to the highest state of Brahma Anubhavam. What a lovely prayer. This explains the philosophy of our Bhagavata Dharma. This explains the wonderful progress in the sadhana of Bhagavata Dharma. It also explains the beauty and greatness of Radharani. Above all, it shows us the path also of praying to Radharani for her smaranam. Generally, people in philosophy, they say three things are important: Tattvam, Hitam, Purushartham, Pramanam. All the four there are there in this wonderful Madhura Geetam, short, yet has the essence of everything, of just 4 lines. With a Pallavi and 3 charanas, our Swamiji has covered the entire gamut of our Sampradaya, of Bhagavata Dharma, and the path, and the result, the means, and also the pramana. Such is the greatness of this very unique Madhura Geetam. And with this prayer, as a conclusion for our Navaratri prayers to our Radharani, this is a fitting finale for our 9 days of remembering our beloved Radharani, her various amsas in form of Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, etc. And the conclusion is, all that we want, Radhe, is your smarana. And your smaranam will take care of the rest. Radhe Radhe.